Hi, I'm Miss O'Connell. I teach physics and AP Physics here at Point Pleasant Beach High School. This is my sixth year teaching and my fifth year teaching AP Physics. I also coach cross country and track. My information is on the staff page on the school website. My school email is listed below, in addition to my Twitter, which you can use to stay up to date on things that are occurring in class. And then you can reach me via phone using the school phone number, and my extension is 3127, also found on my staff page. I have a YouTube channel with additional videos and resources that are recorded for kids, and the Google Classroom codes are on the syllabuses, which were sent home with your son or daughter and were signed and returned to me. So hopefully you saw those Google form or Google login codes. If you have any issues getting access to Google Classroom, just send me an email and we will work it out. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to start with AP Physics 1 and then head to AP Physics C, but most of the information is generally the same except for the test format. So materials that students need, the most important thing is that they have a calculator. I suggest they have a TI-89, but any calculator will work. If they need a calculator, they can sign one out from me and keep it for the whole year or keep it for a class period. The better they know how to use the calculator, the better off they'll be on the AP exam and as they move through to college as well. For AP Physics 1, the Google Classroom code is again on the syllabus that is sent home with your son or daughter, but also seen on the screen here. Students can come to extra help on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 3:15 to 2:30. If they urgently need help, I do have a lot of students, so I suggest they make an appointment. It's first come, first serve, so they can show up whenever they'd like, but if they want to be helped first, they should make an appointment. They can make an appointment using the tiny URL link, which is linked to their school Google account. And they'd get an email response, and so would I. The way that each unit generally works, this it holds true for AP Physics C as well, is there's some pre-reading involved. Then there's a lecture that involves practice questions that are either done together as a class or individually in groups and then reviewed. They then have a set of homework questions. From those homework questions, they have a series of quizzes. And then about a week to 2 class periods after the quiz will be the unit test. Each unit test will cover about 1 to 2 chapters in the textbook or one set of guided notes. Grades are broken up into 3 different categories: major, minor, and homework. So our major categories are the large unit tests, any larger research projects or hands-on projects that they do during class. The minor assignments are quizzes, any large classwork assignments or labs, sometimes do now, sometimes exit tickets, it depends. Pop quizzes are graded as a homework assignment, and homework is graded in the homework category as well, and that is worth 10% of their grade. Homeworks are not accepted late, but any other assignment is accepted late. The late policy is 3 class days, so 3 times in which I would see them in person in class, which could be a full 5 days of school time, but it's 3 of the class periods that I see your student, your son or daughter. And it's 10 points off per class day that assignment is not submitted. If something's submitted late via email or classroom, they need to send me an email to let me know. That kind of acts as a timestamp as well as to when the assignment was submitted. There are extra credit opportunities that are assigned and integrated throughout the course. If the student decides not to do that extra credit opportunity when it's offered, there will be no extra credit offered at a later time. So basically, when it's offered, they can do it. It can't be completed later for credit, and there will not be any additional opportunities that I make up just because someone chose not to do an extra credit assignment. Okay, so AP1 exam. The exam itself is 3 hours long, so very long. There are 2 general sections, but 3 general types of questions that are on the test. So for the AP1 exam, there's 45 multiple choice questions, and then there are 5 questions in which 2 answers within those multiple choice are correct. Both must be selected in order to get the points. There are 5 open-ended questions. And they have 90 minutes to complete that. It's weighted as 50% of the test. One of the questions is a paragraph-length response explaining in words their understanding of physics. One of the questions is how to design an experiment, including which lab equipment they would choose, what data they would collect, how they would analyze that data, and then what results they expect to see. So the test is extremely in-depth. It does require a lot of writing, and there aren't a lot of numbers. So the AP Physics 1 test is pretty robust, and it is a long test. Students do have access to practice tests. We do about 1 full-length test broken up into 2 class periods because we obviously don't have 3 hours of class time to practice a single test. But a lot of the practice is put on them outside of school. So I would check in with your son or daughter, making sure that they're staying up to date on the AP classroom assignments. For AP Physics C, the information described in the syllabus is exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the type of test and the length of the test. The AP Physics C test is only 90 minutes. It has 2 sections. The first section is 45 minutes, and it's multiple choice, select one answer choice, and that is 35 questions. The second section is 45 minutes as well, and there are 3 open-ended questions. One of those questions, similar to AP Physics 1, is a lab-based question in which students will either analyze lab data and then draw conclusions, or they'll design their own lab experiment. So most of the course is focused on lab and experimentation because it is a big part of the AP exam and also college science curriculum. There are some free practice opportunities on AP Classroom, as I said before, but also on the tiny URL posted on the syllabus, there are 3 free diagnostic AP exams that the students can access. All right, so that's generally it. If you have any questions or concerns, please again feel free to reach out to me via email. Thank you for coming and watching the video, and have a great rest of your night.